It is seen that a gleaming object from space is descending toward Earth and it is turning the place dark where it is passing. This news was traveling everywhere. Otherwise, there was also another major news that Susan and Reed are getting married. Susan was extremely happy for her marriage, while Reed wanted to explore which objects is darkening the place everywhere, and he also conducting research on it. Then Susan's brother Johnny comes to him and says, "Arrange a get together for me before you marry. Otherwise, I will reveal everything to my sister that you are not excited for marriage." Reed says, "Okay, I will arrange." Then that gleaming is again observed, which is a passing over a house. Three of them are celebrating a function there. Then Susan appears with the journal. That journal brings four of them with him. He begins to tell them something about that gleaming. He says to Reed, "We should build a sensor to discover it." Reed says, "Not now, it is my marriage time." Knowing it, Susan is also excited that he also has some sort of excitement. But Reed was unstoppable, so he begins to build that sensor, hiding himself from Susan. Now it is observed that wedding ceremony has started. An alarm beeps in Reed's cell phone. It meant that gleaming of the cosmic energy is nearer to them. As that object is being nearer, then the whole city faces the blackout. There was also a flying helicopter for the video recording of the marriage ceremony. It is crashed there. Fortunately, the life of everyone remains safe. Coming there on time, then stops is crashing. Now it is seen that Reed sends Johnny after that gleaming, so he may detect that what is it. Then a humanoid alien is observed there, which has been named Silver Surfer in this part of the movie. Above all that, humanoid alien takes Johnny to the space, lifting him from the neck. Then he throws himself violently toward the Earth. As being a superhuman, he survived. He tells about the reality of Silver Surfer to everyone coming on Earth. Everyone has known that they have committed a mistake to touch this object. Now it is noticed that Susan is got annoyed from Reed. She asks him, "It is our future bride with each other or not?" Seeing it curiously, he moves to her brother whose condition was worst after confronting Silver Surfer. His powers are transformed into Susan when he touches him to check his body temperature. Getting the fire in her body, she is able to fly. Then Johnny again touches her, so his power is reverted. On the opposite side, Reed is shown who is conducting a research on that humanoid alien. He comes to know that the planet did not maintain more than 8 days where this humanoid alien visited, and it is devastated. Now we will have to stop it. That humanoid alien was living under the earth while digging. He had also created many hollows in the surface of the planet. They try to figure out where he will make the next hollow by observing the pattern he is using. They detect it, and Silver Surfer also appears there as well. Johnny begins to run after him and strike with Reed, so their powers are interchanged between them. It is observed there that a roller coaster was going to fall due to Silver Surfer, but Johnny lifts it up with his full strength and Reed shoulders it using his firepower. It is noticed here that Johnny is again losing his strength here. The general approaches there and says, "Don't worry, I have called for help." Then Dr. Doom says to them, "While coming there, I can assist you," and they all four have no other choice except that because the whole world was ruining and they needed someone for their help. He says, "I have met him." Then he plays the video for all four of them, in which it has been shown that Silver Surfer was telling him the whole world is soon going to destroy. Afterward, he attacks him. He reveals all that these powers are related to a boat. Segregation it from the boat. He will be quite weakened. Reed is got worried, thinking how it will happen. Now Reed and the men start working against Silver Surfer. They find it in the location where this humanoid alien is going to create the hollow. He comes to Susan when they are making a plan against Silver Surfer. He says to her, "I have not other choice." Then Journal witnesses Susan with humanoid alien. He throws a missile on him. Stopping this, Silver Surfer attacks on the military in return. Then it is seen that they disconnect the relatedness of Silver Surfer with that boat forever. Military imprisons Silver Surfer and Fantastic Four is not allowed to meet him. Then Susan thinks of an idea to see him, making her invisible. She observes there that a military officer is mentoring him. Suddenly someone comes there to meet him and that humanoid alien is left alone. Here Susan was conversing with that humanoid alien in isolation, enabling her. Susan comes to know while talking with Silver Surfer that he is serving for someone. He tells, "I have to ruin the planet to secure my life." Then Susan asks him, why did you rescue me from missile attack if you bring destruction? Silver Surfer tells her, you resemble a girl who was my beloved. He tells my controller name is Galactus, who is recently arriving here. Then it is observed that he has come nearer the planet Earth. Contrarily, it is seen that Journal had allowed that man to work on board. But Dr. Doom betrays them, boarding on the boat. He himself begins to steer that boat. He kills the Journal there and leaves while devastating. Now Fantastic Four is worried and he wanted to bring boat back at any cost. So they make Silver Surfer release. Boarding in an airplane, they begin to pursue that man. It is seen here that there is a great battle among them and that evil man attacks Silver Surfer with a spear. At this time, Susan rescues him, coming in front of him. Being brutally injured, she was soon going to die. It is also noticed that Galactus had reached Earth. Johnny says to him, I will go to fight with him. Then he captures the power of their fantastic people. Then he fights with them. As a result, his relatedness with boat is ended. But it is observed that poor Susan is dead there. But Silver Surfer revives her using his power. Then he flies to space in order to stop Galactus. Because he was unable to reach on the Earth completely, there is a great fight between them and Galactus. Is ended with a big explosion. Then everything comes on its routine on the Earth. Reed and Susan again marry in China and begins to live blissfully. But it is revealed that Silver Surfer is still alive in the space, and the part 2 of the movie also complete with it.